Welcome to Content Camp.
Hello, everybody, and indeed, welcome back to another edition of Content Camp. Today, we are interviewing our very special guest, Emmy Metz. Emmy is a student at Acton Academy. Emmy is here to talk to us about Acton and the difference between traditional and non-traditional schooling. We're so happy to have you here, Emmy.
Thank you.
The first question I have for you today is, what is Acton Academy?
Acton Academy is a private school where you can learn at your own pace and have the freedom to work on what you need to.
And how long have you been going to Acton?
This would be my 6th year.
What do you mean by working at your own pace or something like that?
Let's say that you're working on 4th grade reading and 3rd grade math. Then you'd have the time to catch up on your 3rd grade math to get where you need to be.
So, do you have grades? Are you somethingth grader? I don't know.
We do not have grades. We have badges. So you earn badges by mastering, the course of, 1st grade, mastered, 2nd grade, mastered. And those turn into badges, but you need to, take a screenshot of, I mastered this 100%. So it's mastery-based.
Can you take different levels at the same time? Can you be taking, a 2nd grade English course and a 4th grade math course at the same time?
Yes.
And so is graduation just, collecting all of these badges?
But you have to get them, 100% accurate because sometimes people can post the wrong things, I got 99%. Well, that's not fully mastered, so you got to go fix that. Yeah.
And do you have teachers, checking if these things are mastered? What is the teaching like?
We have guides that are there to be there if we have, to be there if we have an emergency, but your peers would check and critique your badges before they're submitted.
So, how do you learn? If you're not being taught by someone, how does someone learn?
Well, we have different sites that you can go on for math, Dreambox, or Khan, reading, Lexia. There's just different sites that put you at the level you're supposed to be at. So in the beginning of Lexia, you'll take a course, and they'll say, you're at this level in Lexia, and then you just kind of work your way up from there.
So is there anyone ensuring that you're actually getting your work done? I'm sure there could just be someone super easily sitting there saying they're doing something and they're not. What's that supervision like?
So, you would probably, So, I would put my badge for approval, and then my peers would check it, and if they say it's wrong, then I would have to fix it. But if it's right, then it goes out to Miss Lindy, which is she's the head of school, guide.
Yeah.
So she would be the one to check that before it actually turns into a full badge.
By the way, I also go to this Acton Academy school. I'm curious, Kennedy. What do you think about it? Do you think it's absolutely psychotic, or do you think it's an interesting choice?
No, I don't think it's psychotic. As someone who has been through public school my entire life, I'm a little confused because, what I know is you go to a class with this teacher for this subject, and then you go to the next class with a different teacher for a different subject. It's very controlled environment. So I'm very intrigued by this concept of what was it you said, learning at your own pace or something? It's definitely something new to me. So some of these things I'm a little bit confused, but it's interesting to hear about.
Have you ever had a moment in class where, I don't know, you're doing math, but you're I don't want to do this right now. I'd rather work on whatever geology or whatever because I'm behind. It's like that's kind of what we provide.
I mean, I would say most times in math, I wish I wasn't doing math, but I think the way my school is set up, at least, you have 4 classes a day, and each block of class is dedicated to learning more on this specific subject. So I think what the issue is that I find with most people is that they get the same amount of workload from each class, so that at the end of the day, they have, like, it might not seem a lot for one class, but for all the classes built up, it seems like a lot, and people are just mindlessly doing the work instead of learning is the problem that I see. But yeah, I have found myself in math wishing I was doing something else. But I mean, what's your homework like?
We don't have homework.
None?
Yeah. I mean, technically you can work from home if you really want to. That's one of the advantages from working, because we do all our work online, so you can just log in on a computer, do whatever, work ahead. So, yeah.
So no, like, assignments?
Nope. It's pretty intimidating, I think. It's like, instead of they throw at you one class at a time or one grade at a time, it's like all education. Here you go, do it.
Yeah. And I mean, sounds like the majority of this is online. Students who don't have access to technology, what's that like?
I have no idea.
No clue?
I cannot answer that question.
I mean, I know I go to a pretty big school, actually the largest high school in Indiana, and they have provided Chromebooks for all 5,000 students. How many people would you venture to say are at your school?
In total?
In total.
Right now, we have 50-something.
Okay, that's a lot less than mine.
How many kids do you have?
In my grade, or
The whole. Let's start with the grade.
I think it's probably 1,300.
You want to know how many we have?
How many?
11.
So how do you classify that if you don't have grades?
We have studios, so we divide based on your age and your grade level. We divide you into different. I think it's mostly because. Correct me if I'm wrong. You would know more about this, but I think it's mostly just because if we're all together, it would be complete chaos, and you'd have tiny 3-year-olds running around while all these high schoolers are like, I need to graduate.
Yeah, so that was actually one of my questions. What's like the age range of Acton?
I don't know.
Well, we go from kindergarten to right now we have a 9th grader.
We do?
Livy.
Oh, yeah.
So is that your studio or is that the whole school?
The whole school.
Okay, so freshmen in high school would be the equivalent to that.
Emmy, what do you think it would be like going back to public school?
I would malfunction. I would I'm pretty sure I'd be in the grade I would be in Acton. So I'm going into 7th grade. So I'd be in 7th grade, but I feel like it'd be a whole different environment since most of what I know now is Acton. It would feel so different.
Did you ever go to public school before you went to Acton?
Yes, I went to public school from kindergarten to a quarter of 1st grade.
It's not very long.
Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
So.
Yeah, I think I'm a rare individual at Acton because I had I guess not really. I had a pretty long experience in a traditional style school. I guess you don't think it's traditional.
That's a separate topic of Catholic school being traditional, but I do. I think if I had to go to Acton, or I got to go to Acton, I shouldn't say had. If I got to go to Acton, even just for a day, I think that would throw me off like crazy. I mean, I'm so used to, like, our hallway has traffic jams. Like, people, like, you just have to stop moving at times because there's so many people in it. And how many people did you say was in your studio?
11.
Yeah, I think I'd lose my mind. It's just, it's not what I'm used to at all.
And we don't have hallways.
Yeah, it's so we have 2 buildings, I think, right now. One's an old dentist office and one's a house.
Dentist and eye doctor.
And eye doctor. Sorry.
So, these days of school, is it just one, like, time, and you just, like, I'm sorry, I'm a little confused because, I mean, I go from class to class. Are you just in the same room all day picking what you learn? No?
We do kind of go from thing to thing, but it's like, there's one time where it's like, okay, basic subjects like math, reading, writing, and then there's another thing where it's more like, for you it'd be electives or something.
Yeah.
Where you could do, like, what's it right now?
Quest?
Yeah.
Right now it's art and creativity.
Is there just one at a time?
For a session, which is about 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, okay. So like a semester.
Yeah.
Got you.
That's the thing that that threw me off when I joined ACT. It still does, because I'm all for finishing school as fast as possible, and you can do that. But Quest is the one thing where you have to move with everyone else, because it goes one at a time.
That's the art class?
Yeah. So Quest is your, like, electives of science and all that stuff.
Are you guys required to take a language?
I think
We were.
we were.
I think that's more Launchpad, which is high school.
We if you want to graduate with the academic honors diploma at my school, you have to take 3 years of a language. I am not. I'm going to graduate with the basic core 40. But I mean, our school offers Spanish, German, French, and Japanese. I don't know. Do you guys have language classes?
Not currently.
Not right now. So, like, that would have to do with choir. So, like, each school year, we get to pick one thing that we're all interested in. So far we've done...
Wait, you all have to be interested in it?
Not everyone. You can choose to opt out sometimes, I think. Like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but so far we've done choir, we've done orchestra, we
did theater.
Yeah, theater.
That one, I wrote a play. I think I wrote a blockbuster play. It was a mashup of Peter Pan and Alice in Wonderland.
So they only happen for a year? So like orchestra, you guys got all the orchestral instruments just for a year?
I still have
that
mine.
was more like 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
What did you play?
I played the cello.
Violin?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an orchestra at my school.
How big is your orchestra?
Which one?
The bigger one.
There's a few, because, I mean, there's Philharmonic. Select Sound is smaller, but it's the better people. Philharmonic has all the band people as well. I would say there's probably at least 300 people in the orchestra program.
I think our orchestra program peaked at, like, what?
20-something.
Oh, not even. I think it was maybe 16.
Yeah.
That's less than the average amount of people in my class.
Mhm.
Like in like a class period.
Yeah.
So I guess yeah, so if everything is on the computer, do you work with others, or are you just like locked into that computer learning how to read and write? Or is it like a environment where you can work with others?
You can work with others. We have a specific time for that.
Oh, really?
So, like, core skills is what we call our reading and math and writing time.
Yeah.
And then quest, like social studies and science and stuff, is where you can collaborate and work with others to do specific challenges.
And is it like, are these platforms that you do, are they like a video game? Like you just beat the levels and then you master it? That's what I'm picturing in my mind.
Yeah, kind of.
Some of them are, since it's such a wide range of age, I think there are some that are more that
Game-based.
style, and then then there's the really boring algebra, math, and all this.
Are you in
other
algebra?
stuff. Yeah.
I was in algebra last year as a freshman. You were in 7th grade.
It's a nightmare.
I agree.
X is my enemy
So
now.
you guys are in the same studio, but you guys are different ages. So are you learning the same thing? No?
Yeah, so that's like learning at your own pace. So
Yeah.
right now I'm learning 6th grade and you're learning 8th, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
And so, okay. So the reading and the math, whatever, they're all on the same level each time. Like, like.
So you can decide to just work on math like for a year. You could be level 8 math and level 2 reading or whatever. So like you can be doing crazy rocket math, then you could be like, this is what a comma is or whatever.
So then how does that play into like when it's come times for standardized testing? Like if everybody's at a different level and it's not really broken up by grade, how do they know what to give you?
So for standardized tests,
We have that once a year.
yeah, there's
Once?
one test a year. Everything else is untested.
Like at all?
Yeah.
we
One
don't
test
have-
at all a
Yeah,
year?
we don't get graded on anything. Like we don't get handed
Grades.
papers like C minus
Yeah.
or whatever.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you can keep going.
So that's one of the main things. We don't like the way I explain it to people without giving them a hard time and taking hours to explain it. I say, to graduate, you can't like get a C plus and move on. It's like A pluses all the way through. Like that's me translating it.
Yeah.
So standardized tests is the one thing we get graded on. We do it once a year. We used to have the option, I think, or do we still have the option?
We didn't have the option. Well,
I chose not to do it one year.
Huh?
Yes.
To just choose not to do standardized testing?
Yeah.
well, standardized testing gives like for the kids who do it gives like I don't know. What does it do for us?
It gives you kind of a reading on
Yeah.
where you are really instead of what you're working on.
Yeah, I mean that's what it does.
Yeah,
I mean
that's-
it's for our teachers at my school to tell them where we are and what they need to help us with.
For us, it's for our parents, and it really doesn't matter that much at
Yeah,
all.
it doesn't.
Actually, that is what they told us too when we got into middle school. It's like it doesn't matter. But I don't have to take. I'm in high school now, so I don't have to take iLearn
Yeah.
anymore. But next year I'll be taking the SAT. I guess you guys don't have anybody yet who's had to do that.
Mm-mm.
I didn't think about that. So this 9th grader, it's like, is that just how long this has been around? Or is
No. So this you mean the one we mentioned earlier?
Yeah.
What
my question
She's
is
talking about Livy.
my question is like, how long has this been around? Like
school?
Yeah, because I know it's relatively new, right?
It's 5 years,
6.
6.
Okay.
Are you including the
Hold
weird
on.
testing
Hold
years?
on.
Okay.
I just talked to you about this earlier today.
Yeah.
So we officially opened in 2020.
Oh, not that long ago.
Yeah. But a year before that, it was me and my brothers. I have 2 of them. And
Are
another
they older? No. Okay.
and another family of 3. And so we just we were like the guinea pigs for all
Yeah.
of this stuff. And so we just kind of tested out all the systems, and we went through a year of like just testing
Yeah.
like all of the systems and how it would work and stuff.
So yeah, you've really been in it since the very beginning. Have you seen like the program itself and the ideas? You said you were the guinea pig. How has it like changed from the very beginning as they use actual students? Both of you can answer this because you've been in it pretty much since the beginning as well.
Yeah, I started the first year, late in the first year though, late 2020, Thanksgiving sometime around there. But it changes a lot. I think every year there's something new or something different. Like one of the things that one of the things we haven't touched on yet that is pretty critical is no one, like all the guides and stuff, all the adults, they don't really solve problems. We find the problem and all the kids do it themselves. Like no adult tells us like this is the way we're doing things now. I guess if it's related to safety, sure, that's what they're there for. But if someone doesn't like a system, we'll all gather, we call it town hall, every Friday. And then we'll all have this huge debate and fight over what we want. And I mean, it's not that crazy. Sometimes it does get heated, though.
Sometimes.
But usually it's controlled. But there's a lot of different opinions, and yeah, the guides don't step in at all on that. It's all.
They help with like educational problems, right?
Mm-mm.
So that confuses me because I would never be able to read the explanation off a computer and know how to do it. I need someone to explain it to me. And I guess that's just the different styles of learning. But I mean, if I went up to, like, I guess they're not a teacher, but a guide. And so I think if I went up to an adult looking for a question and they just didn't answer it, I would be so confused and a little bit upset. So like, how do you, when you're confused and maybe people around you don't know, what do you do?
So usually if you ask a guide a question, they'll answer with a question. And that question will be like, who can you ask to figure that out? So you just kind of go around and you're like, hey, do you know what da-da-da-da means? And they're like, yeah, I can explain to you. Or like, nope. So you're like, okay, do you know someone who can answer this? So usually there's one other person in the studio, sometimes more than one, that can answer your questions. Well, not answer them, but like show you the steps to answer it.
Yeah.
Which makes it easier.
I didn't think about how that might spark like deeper, connections between the kids, because there's not very many of you, and I'm sure you guys know each other well, and you're clearly friends. Mm-hmm. You two have known each other for 6 years. 5 years.
I've lost count.
a good number of years. Mm-hmm. And I guess, are these like, do you find that maybe if you're in a situation outside of school and you see a bunch of people, do you find it easier to know how to connect with people because it might decrease anxiety because you know to just go up to people?
Well, for me, it depends on if you're an introvert or an extrovert. Mm-hmm. For me, I'm an extrovert. So I like talking to people, getting to know them and stuff. But like, there are a couple of people in the studio who are shy and just sometimes don't want to talk. But when we get into a conversation, which we do eventually get into a conversation that they want to be involved in, then they'll start talking. You're like, oh, hi. So just kind of.
I'd imagine it'd be pretty hard to kind of stay isolated from those people when you're literally around like 10 other people.
It's impossible.
Really?
Yeah, it's such a, because they're 4 rooms or whatever?
1, 2. Yeah, 4.
Four rooms, and it's all kind of open. It's just big giant doorways, and it's like a house from the 1920s. Mm-hmm. It's really weird, and you can hear them anywhere. You can't get away from them.
Yeah.
And is it a wide age range, just in your little studio?
So the oldest we have right now is 14, turning 15 in July.
You? No, not you.
That's a new kid, actually.
Yeah.
Just shadowed today.
Have you?
No.
This was his first day?
Livy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's the oldest.
Well, how have you seen, like, you said that it was this kid's, like, shadow day?
Yeah, shadow. So if you really wanted to, you could come shadow for a day, see what it's all about, you know?
Yeah. Today wasn't our best shadow day.
No, it was not.
Mostly because...
How many, like, if you see a kid, you know, like, if someone's coming in, do they find it weird? Like, how do you try to convince someone that it's normal and that it's like, don't be freaked out?
Well, today, the person who we had come in, they just sat and observed for a while, and then they found two people that I don't think were the best influence for the first, like, shadow day. They started talking, and then I asked them a couple of times, you gotta do your work? They're like, no, he's here today. I'm like, okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, just kind of, sorry, Lewis.
Just going back to your question, you said, how do you convince someone that it's normal?
Yeah.
You don't convince them that it's normal.
Yeah.
The way I do it is it's a whole new approach on education. You know, we've been doing it the same for so long. Why not let people explore what they want to explore? That's how I say it quickly.
So, I hear that you guys don't have school on Mondays. I know what Lewis does on Mondays. What do you do on Mondays? Then you can talk after.
I babysit on Mondays.
That's good.
Yeah.
You making money?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't babysit, but my sister babysits and she makes good money, and it's good to know how to deal with children. How young do you babysit?
The youngest right now is 4 years old.
Are you CPR certified?
I will be.
We have to learn that at my school. Is that required for you guys? It's required, and it's required to take a health class in high school and all throughout middle school. You only have to take health one semester, and then 2 gym classes. But you can take them online over the summer. Do you guys do gym?
Our exercises outside, we go to recess once a day, and then, like, we just play soccer and football and sports and stuff, basketball.
And there's time built in the day for that?
Yeah.
So we call recess.
That would make sense.
Yep. What I do on Mondays, I go to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and I help out with all of the restoration program guys. So that's all the guys that take care of the old race cars that are in the museum that aren't used anymore.
Yeah.
And so I think the reason we have Mondays off...
That was my next question. So go ahead.
Yes, you're welcome. The reason we have Mondays off is because I think, I don't know the real reason, but in my mind, it's because, 4 days, you can get a lot done in 4 days, but that one day gives you time to go out, learn something that you can't learn in a classroom, and build a career off of that.
You agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm doing.
In the 3rd grade, I wrote an argumentative essay about why we should have Wednesdays off, because it's right in the middle of the week. It gives you a nice break in between. But I understand the Monday argument as well. I have learned a lot, actually. I went into this knowing absolutely nothing, and nobody would answer my questions because they thought it would make the episode better. But I did learn a lot. I didn't really know a lot of this stuff, but it's been an awesome time having you here, both of you. And I mean, I know you're always here, but you both gave some great insight. And yeah,
Take that as a compliment.
Just thank you for being here so much, Emmy.
You're welcome.
And that's a wrap, as far as I'm concerned.
Awesome job. Awesome job, Emmy. I'm
Thanks.